So I got up here to do the latest energy check-in. We are gonna go ahead with the cardinal signs. I had to think what day it was. Today is Tuesday. So we're gonna go with the cardinal signs, okay? And I will say this here as well. In this reading here, because there is a partial solar eclipse coming at the end of this week, this energy check-in is going to be so important. It's gonna be like the accent to whatever goes on collectively, okay? I say this time and time again when I do these energy check-ins for the zodiac signs that I will be experiencing my own form of collective relation with the energies that I channel before anything takes place for you. And that's really good because it's a sign that the messenger is properly aligned and that the messenger is getting the messages out from a place of higher source, okay? So I just want to bring you guys that comfort because I know people get scared when the eclipse season comes, and not only do you get scared, but it's like whatever is going on at those moments, like you can begin to feel really down or out, or kind of just, you start to drag your feet and everything. So I'm going to delicately do the cardinal signs, okay? Aries, Capricorn, Cancer. What's the other sign? This is yeah, okay. Hold on. It's Aries, Capricorn, Cancer, and Libra, I think. But I need to get up here as well as so that I could check the zodiac sign of this partial solar eclipse. I've been so forgetful lately. It's been insane, okay? Yeah, so Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, okay? But what is this? And I would like to thank my discipline for the fact that ever since I started writing down my dreams about 6 years ago, I started writing down my dreams every single day. I write everything down now. So I'm just thankful for that spiritual hygienic organization about myself, okay? Because that has really been a lifesaver for me in times like right now. Like, it just helps so much, okay? But let me see, what is this partial solar eclipse about to be into here? And we all know that Uranus has went retrograde as well, okay? Uranus is like the planet of routine, okay? It's kind of like the planet of routine, consistency, pattern, alignment, stuff like that, okay? So this partial solar eclipse, it's a new moon and it's in Virgo, okay? The partial solar eclipse is in Virgo, honey. So it all goes together, okay? Yeah, so let's get up here with the cardinal signs, okay? Aries, Capricorn, Cancer, and Libra, okay? So let's see. We're gonna do Moonology, and we've got the Wheel of Fortune up here, okay? For the Ancestor deck. I guess we're gonna use the Ancestor deck, okay? And we've got some other things going here. Let me get these out too. So let's get these messages up here for the cardinal signs, okay? Aries, Capricorn, Libra, and Cancer. We're going to start off with Moonology. We're not going to rush this message, okay? Even though this message is going to have that energy of the partial solar eclipse in Virgo and Uranus being considered for retrograde, as well as other planets that are still in retrograde. Do not forget, Neptune is in retrograde right now. Chiron is in retrograde right now. Saturn is in retrograde right now. And what's the other one? I don't know. I don't have time. What is that other planet? Is there another planet? Yeah, that brain cell is gone. Okay, that's all right. Whatever. It's probably part of how I'm channeling right now. So I must be that planet right now. What the hell is the planet? I don't know. I don't know. So cardinal signs. Let's get this together. All right. So if you like any of this content, please like, share, and subscribe. Okay. This energy up here says step into your power, first quarter moon in Aries, and we are working on that solar plexus energy. So like I said, that partial solar eclipse is coming through here, cardinal signs. All right. So let's see what's going on here for Aries, Libra, Capricorn, Cancer, cardinal signs. What is your energy forecast here with the Moonology? Let's see. So it says, honor your feelings. Last quarter moon in Pisces, we're working on crown chakra. Okay, I'm going to get 3 of them so we can put it all together, honey. There we go. Perfect. All right, what is up here? Oh, I love this. Last quarter moon in Capricorn, cardinal signs. Leave the past behind. OMG. Yeah, honey. Full moon in Gemini, embrace the flow of life. Okay. Last quarter moon in Taurus, be proud of yourself. Ooh, I love this. I love this. I love this. Wow. Okay. So cardinal signs. This is like clean cut here. This is really like giving that energy of, you know, honoring where you are, okay, versus where you were. Okay, for some of you, this could be a matter of trying to make progress within your own life here. For some of you, this could have been about purging, okay? What to let go of, what to keep, or how to process things. Okay, some people process things differently with their experiences, with their connections even. So that's a component here. So let's see what's going on with pile 1 for the cardinal signs here. Honor your feelings. Last quarter moon in Pisces, that's crown chakra energy here. So there's clarity and illumination happening for you here. I just heard and then it all made sense, okay? So that could be something really significant here. Yeah, okay. So it's about grief here, okay? So grief does not allow for you to push forward. And that could have been something that was creating stagnation here. For some of you, this could have been about grieving a past connection, or grieving the fact that you may have put in a lot of work into a connection. It could have been a love connection. It could have been into a structure, a foundation, or something that you were trying to create and maintain stability in, okay? And for some of you here, this energy signature feels like someone was depending on you to put in the work, okay? So if you were the one putting in the work, someone was depending on you putting in the work anyways. Kind of like they were doing this trust fall where they just expected for you to always have them, to always, you know, so that they could have that wiggle room to just, you know, venture out and be all chaotic with everything, okay? So there's something about chaos magic that could have taken place here. Somebody could have been throwing chaos. Ooh, okay. Oh, this goes on pile 2, okay? So it's like after gaining lessons about what that experience was for you, you could have this new perspective of what life is supposed to be for yourself right now in the current, or what you are striding towards here, okay? There's in this energy of not only you realizing the lessons here, but also the other energies or people involved have needed that lesson as well, of realizing what value truly is, okay? So you have taught people lessons, but you have also been the lesson learner, which would put you in that student of life category, okay? So the student of life category really is about being able to observe and to differentiate what certain things are in order for you to maintain bliss or alignment or anything else of that nature, okay, cardinal signs? Maybe you had not realized that here, your approach to things, okay? For some of you, it does matter how you do things and how you approach things, and that could have been something as well here, okay? For some of you, this was a matter of honoring your intuition, okay? Paying the price for not honoring your intuition when it came to these certain things could have caused you a lot of regret at first, and then it was like, as you continue to illuminate yourself through your shadow and what the cause and effect of everything was, it's like it puts you in this new dynamic of being able to reclaim your power, okay? For some of you, you could have been dealing with an energy vampire here in this dynamic. Maybe this person was a complete energy vampire. They didn't expect for you to withdraw yourself or to be done, okay? And so there was like this loose expectation that you would always be around, okay? So that's something here for you to have clarity on as well. So yeah, if you're claiming your power back from energy vampires, because another thing here too, this is kind of like people were, like people are so fascinated with the things that you don't like about yourself even, okay? If you feel like you've always been the one to follow the rules or to respect other things, to kind of keep the peace or to kind of hold the mold together of what is expected or whatever, you possibly didn't like that about yourself. But those were like tests even, and like opportunities for you to grasp so that you could allow for yourself to rise up and to continue to finish what you're doing, okay? Because there's something significant about whatever you're doing. You're not done, okay? You're not done, honey. That other stuff was like a stop. It was like a stop. What do you say? Like a stop along the way. Okay, like what? It was like a stop along the way, for real, for real. Okay, so Spirit wants me to kind of maneuver these cards around here and spread them out more. All right. Yeah. There's something about somebody's belief in God, okay? Maybe it was like, it's this energy where like the minute people don't trust you, it's a reflection of you not trusting yourself even. Because you could be realizing that things in your life are bigger than what you even try to credit for. Like the way that stuff happens for you is much bigger than whatever these other things were, seriously. Okay. For some of you, you were dealing with feeling like you were disappointed. Someone was disappointed in you or felt like you let them down, or they felt like you felt like you were tired of being let down, okay? And so it could have been like you was not willing to keep on being in that position of sacrificing your energy here. You were realizing that somebody kept betting your energy on things even, okay? So we're going to put that Ace of Cups back, okay? Because this feels like if you ever tried to adjust yourself to a room so that you would be liked, or so that eventually down the line things will fall in place, but it never did. Okay. And that's something that, yeah, with that ace of swords there, death unto enemies, that's something that you're not willing to do no more. Yeah. Okay. We see it. All right. So there's something about a delusion here. Okay. Something about a delusion. Somebody could have been wishing against you in your endeavors here. Okay. This is almost like minimizing you. You've dealt with that. You've dealt with a lot of people minimizing you before. And it was like they were doing it because they thought you didn't know that they were heavily reliant on you. That's crazy. They thought you didn't know that they were heavily reliant on your energy, almost as like a distraction from who you truly are, what you're truly supposed to be doing, how you're supposed to be acknowledging yourself even. Okay. There's like this energy here as well of it's like this energy of feeling cornered. Somebody is realizing they didn't really have different options or opportunities like they were portraying here, because you have always been the finale. That's literally what I just heard. You've always been the finale. You're the end all tell all. So where you gonna go? What you gonna do? Okay, cardinal signs, like what is going on? I bet you somebody was in this energy trying to make it out like they were still deciding on if they wanted to commit to you, or deciding on if you were somebody for them to even instill their trust in or something like that. Okay. But yeah, that's like really weird here. Okay. Almost like you're supposed to be dedicated or devout to them. They wanted you to be like blindly devoted to them and to lose parts of yourself here. Okay. That's kind of where this goes back here. Honor your feelings here. If you are not devoted to yourself, you're not whole within. Okay. So it's kind of like this energy of people trying to chip away at something here. And I would say here too, now that you've left this energy, because that's what it feels like, you found a way to kind of leave this energy, you're able to see everything for what it truly was, which really could be sending you for a loop here, because everything you gave was genuine. Like, everything you gave was genuine, honey. So, okay. Yeah, okay. So you could be, or you did, or I'm gonna say could be, because that's what it feels like. Because this is like a window of opportunity, like it's happening now, okay? Which it could be that influence of the eclipse, the partial solar eclipse that's happening in Virgo, because it feels like a happening opportunity. Okay, so cardinal signs, it's like once you realized all the tactics that were being used against you, all the ways that the people or the environments in this energy were just trying to elude you away from what their true motives and what the agenda really was. It's like you recognize that, and you have been able to reclaim all your power from it. And this feels like here too, people are simply just giving up now. It's like they want to give up because like they're being driven to Delulu that ain't true, okay? And it was never you here, okay? There's something about someone wanting to draw up a bounty against you so that you wouldn't face what the truth was, or so that it will be hard for you to face what the truth was about something, to kind of make it out like a situation is so bad in your life or around you to a point where you were just be of total shame and you would kind of collapse. It's almost to say like you're the narcissist or something, or, you know, reverse psychology, you know, it's you and not them type of thing, okay? So anywho, your strong Capricorn energy up here, cardinal signs. You are realizing here that energy there, it was just like the illusion of people not wanting for you to see who they truly are, almost like they didn't want for you to judge them or to have a final conclusion about who they are, because for one, they didn't want to get cut off, and for two, it was supposed to make you doubt yourself even. So there's something significant about possibly feeling as though you pushed too far ahead to the future without knowing all the clues or evidence. That's what it could have felt like here, okay? But again, in reality, you were just following your intuition here. This is so wild, cardinal signs. Like, this is so wild. It's almost like you were already tapped into a lot of the secrets that people were trying to hide, and it was enough for you to operate on that higher timeline, okay? So to say here, because this also feels like someone that was doing a lot of manipulation, spell work, or possibly even getting insight about you, okay? Like say you are in a certain part of your life where you are trying to spiritually advance, or you are on a spiritual journey, or you're awakening, or anything of that nature, put it where it goes. It's almost like they want to come off as an agreement to what your personal choices are, but behind your back they're going to do things to be able to weaken your energy here. This feels like even like a spiritualist or a practitioner that was upset that you could have even walked away from them or from something that they tried to offer you, okay? Maybe they tried to offer you something on your journey or within your awakening that you knew was not best for you here, okay? And they could have gotten upset and tried to manipulate your life, your reality, tried to manipulate your choices, or even tried to make you feel like you were living in the past here about the way that you handled a situation. This is just crazy stuff here, cardinal sign, okay? So it's like recognizing that you could be taking your power back from that, because somebody here is also realizing that the stuff that they were doing against you, it didn't do anything but allow for you to transform this power into more self-confidence and progress, okay? So you're making slow progress here. Maybe it could have been slow progress and it's not going to be slow progress anymore. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? It's like you've had to first develop discipline or develop a devotion to yourself again, okay? Because for some reason this feels like pieces of yourself had gotten lost along the way. Okay, and it had gotten lost with all these things that were supposed to have been distracting you mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, structurally, inwardly, and everything, so that you would become disillusioned from yourself and your own alignment or higher timeline here. Okay, so you are developing the strategy of discipline, self-devotion, consistency, things like that. That's what you have been working on along the way here. And very significant here too about staying aligned with divinity, trusting in God more and things of that nature. For some of you, this could have literally been a thing where somebody could have been trying to get you to conform, okay? Get you to conform out of something or into something here, okay? Like kind of question your beliefs about what's true in your life here for yourself even, okay? So and that could have been because they were trying to get you to worship them so that they could do things to harm you in your life, so they could have power over you and anything that you're connected to or whatever that goes here. But it's kind of like somebody's reality started disappearing or something around them. This could have been you or this outside energy. Somebody's reality started disappearing around them here, and it was like it was supposed to isolate you so that you could feel like you didn't have nowhere to go or nothing else to do. Like, seriously, okay? So we've got the Fool up here, okay? Somebody could have tried to put you on a fool's journey or make you look like a fool here, okay? But even here too, this kind of gives puppeteering energy, all right? So that's very significant here, okay? But whatever this is, it's like there's nothing that could be done about it now because you're already like way too far ahead here. Maybe that's something you need to realize. You're already way too far ahead, cardinal signs. You're already way too far ahead, okay? So it's like, you know, so the Wheel of Fortune is up here. This is about the genetic time wheel, okay? The time is now. It been time. Confirmation, okay? It been time for my cardinal signs. All right, yeah. Been time to fulfill a promise here. You are your wish fulfillment. You are your promise here, okay? With these mirroring cards, this gives what goes up must come down, okay? So this is kind of like maybe some things got postponed because of how you've had to pivot something. There's a return to sender. Oh, okay, that's what that is. What goes up must come down, cardinal signs. There's a return to sender. For some of you, this could be about matters of love as well, because it's like they wanted control over you so bad, like you would get to a point where you wouldn't be able to retrieve anything, have anything, manifest anything, attract anything, because your energy would be so diluted and distorted here, okay? And for some of you here, this could have been psychological abuse that you were experiencing here, okay? It could have been from karmics even, all right? So somebody for a long time in your energy was hiding the fact that they were not healed, or they were portraying to be a healer. This could be a false prophet here. They could have been trying to make you feel like you were a false prophet or you were unhealed here. There's something being exposed here. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. So I'm seeing, like, in the midst of this return to sender, what goes up must come down energy. If somebody was trying to delude away from being judged here, it's kind of like they were trying to throw other people in the crossfire. Okay? Because there's something very significant about your dreams coming true here, or if you were chasing a dream or a vision or something of yours, okay? It could have been like your life plans, or like your long-term goals even. That's what you had been building yourself up for, to be aligned with those things that you felt like you deserved. But somebody could have been trying to throw someone in the crossfire here to avoid their own judgment here, okay? The Fool is up here mirroring here. Like, new beginnings is all across here for you, cardinal signs. This solar eclipse is giving new beginnings here. So, Fool with the return to sender here. We got the Freemason ancestors up here doing these damn return to senders. This is crazy. For some of you here, this could have been a motherly energy, a mother figure, or a feminine energy that wanted to portray to be a leader. Okay, this could be anybody for you: a mentor, an elder, a co-worker, someone in the spiritual community. Like, that's been coming up a lot lately. What's going on in the spiritual community, false prophets being exposed, you know, kind of, and chosen ones kind of being brought up to the forefront. Okay, the first shall be last, the last shall be first. Okay, cardinal signs. So that's a thing here. Okay, but there's something about a motherly energy being sneaky here. Okay, this sneaky type of motherly energy. Okay, let me see here. For some of you, you could have felt like you had to sneak and heal from certain things, or you kept certain things about yourself very private while you were undergoing some type of abuse or harsh curriculum or something of that nature, okay? For some of you, this feels like no matter what it was that you were doing, you were always being made to give everything that you had and not getting anything in return here. Maybe this even manifested like this, where whatever you were internally struggling with, that's what became part of your reality, and that's what you began to realize for a moment. But in that moment, it was supposed to isolate you, or it was supposed to literally like make you go through like a mental blackout. For some of you, this could be connected to your spiritual insights, your intuition, like I was saying earlier in the video, your crown chakra here. Following your intuition so that you're not being led to all these different things. But it's like, that's what these energies were portraying here, okay? There's a lot of mirroring cards up here with this, all right? So this is kind of the final closeout of the chapter, honey. We're on to a new chapter. Like, seriously. You're being called to recognize yourself for your resilience and everything. If this has something to do with your ranking or your spiritual knowledge, your insights, your integration, expect fast progress. There we go. We manifested the fast progress. Expect fast progress within your life here, okay? There's something significant about, yeah, okay, so astral traveling could be significant, as well as being the target. You were supposed to have been the spiritual target or something of the nature, because it was supposed to make you look like the weakest link. Okay, more of these mirroring cards here. Divine order is taking place, and you're on the right track right now. Here we go. Divine order is taking place. Yeah, okay, so there is like a investigation going on here. Okay, this investigation going on here has a lot to do with what people tried to cover up in order to cast you into misalignment and everything of that nature. All right, there could be three to four people involved in this, okay? Or there could have been something significant about the 4 seasons: summer, winter, fall, spring, okay? This kind of gives they were doing magic against your ascension, or against your alchemy, doing magic against your alchemy, doing magic against, yeah, wow, doing magic against, oh, okay, they were doing magic against a chosen one. Well. Trying to make it seem like it was part of some type of spiritual healing or spiritual program or something. Someone could have even tried to come off to you as a mentor. They wanted to make you think that it was a mentor. Okay, so in this energy here, this is like you co-creating with the cosmos, with the divine here, okay? You making your mark with God here, okay? This is very significant here because it may have something to do with your appearance or your publicity as well. So yeah, that could be fast progress for you. Fame, fortune, publicity here, okay? Maybe even too, this will have something to do with you receiving recognition for the hard work you've done. Maybe you feel like your work has gone unnoticed here. and it's not unnoticed, okay? So that could be being illuminated to you at this moment here, where your hard work is going to be recognized, okay? And this is pretty much what the revelation is going to be behind all those people, schemes, plots, plans, and lies that were happening behind you here as you continue to push forward no matter what was going on here. Basically, you being recognized here, cardinal signs, is what's going to expose all of these messed up agendas. So there are empires here that are crumbling in sight of your recognition, your rise here, okay? For some of you, this could have been about a business, your business even. This could have been about your business. You could have had people stealing from you. You could have had people... You could have had people stealing your business ideas and trying to make a profit off of them like it was their original work even. Wow. So yeah, cardinal signs. There's lots of revelations going on here. I feel like this is a cycle that's being completely closed here, because something is very significant about 3 years, 6 years, or 9 years. 369 method, okay? 369 method. Transformation, completion, manifestation. Caught that on 3609. Wow, cardinal signs. They was trying to get you. They was trying to get you, God, honey. Dang. It was thinking you weren't connected. They were thinking you with that shit, baby. So if you've already walked away from your past and everything of that nature, yeah, okay. Yeah, it makes sense. You've already walked away from the past. So that's these people that are stuck because they were the ones that came up against you. And that's on the death card, honey. So you could have Santísima Santa Muerte. You could have the angel of death even. The angel of death could be calling upon these cycles to be finished and closed off. There could be a lot of things dying in these people's worlds, like possibly even these operations dying off. People were doing things to get money and everything of that nature. It was off of that false standstill that you were in a spiritual place of distortion. Wow. And it was all illusions the entire time. These narratives that people were making up, they were like gossiping and everything of that nature, trying to rewrite the history of everything. They were simply just upset that they could no longer control you. Wow, cardinal signs. Wow. So whoever, what is this energy over here? Because I just keep hearing something about a practitioner, maybe even to somebody try to rise up as a practitioner and they know that they're not, and they were doing it because they know that you're spiritually inclined, or you have your own, you know, you may have your own spirituality or your own devotion that goes back to the devotion of yourself. So like whatever you do, somebody tried to rise up as that main character energy for that there. Okay. And it seems like because they were in this act here, they've been stopped in their tracks real bad. Oh man. They've been stopped in their tracks real bad here. And they're living in a lot of loss. Like they're facing losses over, I just heard exponential losses. So it's like a whole bunch of doubling down on losses. It's like, and it possibly is because you were at a point over here feeling like you could not make progress or perfection in your alignment here. And all it was like you were just feeling this energy of people plotting against you. So there's no competition. The competition has died down. Amen. Okay, what the fuck? Ooh, goodness, cardinal signs. What is going on, honey? Yep, here we go. On that lovely Ace of Pentacles. So you are, yeah, so this abundance is yours. Abundance is yours. This Five of Sticks is up here heavy. Like I said, something about a motherly energy here. Someone was gossiping either about your upbringing or gossiping about who they thought you were, because you seem to be naive, or you seem to be inexperienced even. Or even here too, somebody tried to keep you a secret or keep you hidden here as a way for them to be able to double down on your energy. Or it was supposed to have been a secret of what source they were using even. But somebody is in the valley of shadows here. And what's going on is that they are hidden away from some type of truths or revelation here, because the truths or revelations, they have not done the work to properly receive or to properly know how to handle such things. So this goes back to your birthright even. Wow. Wow, there's Archangel Michael. Oh, goodness. Anything for him to not come out, because when he come out, it's over, honey. But that return to sender already up there, so oof. You could be the talk of the town. Okay, you could be the talk of the town. There's a lot of gossip about what's taking place for you. Possibly even here because people are noticing the work, noticing that you put in the work, or even noticing how far you've had to go or the depths that you've traveled even. Because people were trying to target your stability, your harmony, your relationship, okay? So somebody is not who they claim to be, and I'm starting to have deja vu, honey, OMG. Cardinal signs, somebody is not who they claim to be, and you know that, or you're becoming illuminated to that, or that's being exposed here. Somebody in your energy that wanted to be against you, they were being led by a false prophet. So so this abundance is yours here. This is so crazy, because it's something about whatever they were trying to portray for themselves is not aligned with them. Okay? Something is literally just for entertainment purposes. And that's what somebody is finding out. Like somebody's complete whole fucking life is a joke, honey. Oh goodness, this is harsh. There are people finding out that you're loyal to your happiness here, devoted to yourself. It just keeps going back to being devoted to self, honey, because I promise you, cardinal signs, I promise you, people do not want for you to be who you are. They do not want for you to overstep and outshine and be who you are supposed to be. That's what the motive is. You know what I'm saying? That's what the motive is here. Okay, so somebody has a secret devotion to you. It could be this relationship that I keep talking about. It's like I'm talking about it, but I'm not really talking about it. It's like a radio, kind of like the signal of it is like adjusting or something. Okay, confirmation. Okay, this feels like a person finally coming around here, a person that you're aligned with. Okay, this is kind of what this false prophet energy feels like, of somebody being in a delusion and being in avoidance here about their reality and what they've got going on here, because the energy signature of this feels like somebody hoping that you would not have the confidence, or thinking that you did not know of what's to come here. So it's kind of like somebody could have even been trying to use their intuition in the wrong light here, and come to find out here it has something to do with them just, you know, being infatuated with things that are not for them to kind of pick up on, okay? And again, like I said, somebody was doing some type of manipulation or whatever to get information on you or energy on you. This person here that was doing that, it's like at this point they're like helping you rise here, okay? Because the divine has told them to step off. They were thinking they were being influenced by somebody else, and all along your energy signature is so strong and so pure here. They're realizing here that they are a big fan of you. Baby, cardinal signs got fans, okay? Goodness. Wow. Yeah, honey. Okay, so there's an uncrossing going on here, cardinal signs. There's an uncrossing going on here. Okay, so I want to finish this off with money move oracles because that's what's been screaming at me. Look, we've got gift up here. Don't play, cardinal signs. You will discover new talents that will lead to new opportunities. Use opportunities that arise. Like I said, abundance is yours. Okay? Abundance is yours, cardinal signs. All right, Spirit, let's go back to the first pile here. This is like so interesting here. Wow. Partnership. Prioritize your connections. Joining forces with business partners for win-win cooperation. Okay. So whoever this practitioner or this false prophet or whatever this is here, they were hoping to be of some type of influence, but instead they are having to they're having to be honest. And it could be something about like on a platform level, a reality level, a home life level. Okay. My right eye is like twitching like crazy. Okay, cardinal signs. My right eye is twitching like crazy. Because it's like that thing of like, it's finally here. It's finally happening. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. That's what I just heard. And like I said, someone is devoted to you. This may have something to do with a tactic that someone was using, realizing that you are of a natural source. You are of a natural state of being. They're realizing that you are not the liability, you are the asset. Oh, cardinal signs. You are not the liability, you are the asset. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Dang, cardinal signs. Y'all got that shit going. Okay, what is going on? Yeah, oh goodness. Okay, so yeah, that's what this wannabe energy. They are in limitation. It says, let go of your worries, fear and doubt, limit freedom of action. Yeah, they are in limitation. Okay, alchemy is up here for the last row. Transform the situation using witchcraft, occult, and learning God's secret, period. Okay, everything I just said, okay? Wow. Wow. Yeah, this is on a social platform level type of thing. Okay. Okay. And yeah, it's almost like somebody was trying to use whatever they could even, because to be honest, they were doing it to defend themselves against you because they know how powerful you are, or they know that they messed up with the way they were going about something, but it was like they wouldn't stop, or they felt like there was still something to gain out of something. Okay, so we have the guardian angel up here. Like I said, you could have them steppers stepping in, honey. Don't motherfucking play, okay? You are an earth angel. You are grounded and guided, okay? Trust your guardian angel. Some higher power protects you from difficulties and misfortune. It's almost like they want what you got. But they're not understanding where it comes from or why it exists for you so tough. Okay? Wow. Well, cardinal signs. Yeah, we're going to take the whole thing. Let's just... Yeah, okay. Wrong decision. Think before you act. Reckless behavior can lead to bad consequences. Like I said, this partnership, this person that was radioing in or whatever, realizing that you are the asset and not the liability here, because it seems like here, okay, I literally just heard somebody was building themselves up or boosting their ego off of seeing somebody struggle. And like I said, this could have been you before in the past, of somebody being completely devoted to somebody and they just choose not to because they were depending on you just holding everything together or kind of being that concrete foundation for them to be a fuck up on purpose or something here. But this is almost like expecting for somebody to continue to show up and they're just purposely not matching their part here. Okay, so that's what this feels like. There was like a roadblock here or something. Okay. Yeah, okay, we just gonna leave that where that's at, baby. Okay, so fertility, don't sacrifice family for career. It's time to think about family life and children. This goes with limitations here. I bet you somebody could have been trying to say that you are having a hard time in life because you are under some type of limitation. All along it was a projection because they're living in some type of delusion because they're trying to escape their reality right now. 5-1-11 is what I just saw here. That's the number 8. There is a hidden cycle that this person, I swear to you, cardinal signs, there's something about this energy and this person, this false prophet energy, all these people involved, whatever this community is, whatever this is. This, like, they're all trying to hide something from the chosen. Okay, because they see your power, and it's not like they're denying it or deflecting it, but they see the shit. They see you clear as day. Okay, and they do not want to be, struck in no type of way, but it's too motherfucking late. Goodness. Okay, shedding, time to set higher goals, reducing losses, elimination, completing a new metamorphosis. Let's switch these around because, like I said, honey, child, they're hiding something, okay? Hiding something. This fertility over here could be, okay, fertility and alchemy. This is about you here and what you're focused on in this opportunity here. Somebody did not want for you to be the opportunity or didn't want for you to be aligned with this opportunity so bad, but oh well, too bad, so sad. Guardian angel over here, cardinal signs. Yeah, you're an earth angel. You're an earth angel. Something significant about an Aries or a Sagittarius could be involved here. Cardinal signs. Okay, so yeah. Investments, invest wisely. Investments made will have positive results that will bring prosperity. So if somebody was being the liability energy here, they were possibly thinking an opportunity was theirs because of an expectation of theirs. But the expectation is really a limitation that they need to shed off. That's the truth of the matter. Okay? And that's why they tried to project that onto you. Okay. Money tree. Enjoy your wealth. Dreams come true. You will get what you've long desired. So whoever this is that is becoming devoted, they're like basically like matching your fly or trying to keep up or something of the nature. Okay. They themselves were just worried that they made the wrong decision because of something in the past. So it's not that it has something to do with the past. It's just they were heavily reflecting on their past. And for you here, you were reflecting on your past as well. Both of you guys were reflecting on your past decisions and mistakes here, learning from these past lessons here. And that could be what is being realized here. That's what the recognition is here. Okay, realizing that some form of self-reflection here kind of pours into the bigger pool of what this dynamic is supposed to be, cardinal signs. Okay, this is a really deep message, cardinal signs. This is really deep. So that's kind of what this new beginnings is, and leave the past behind. Okay, that, remember, that was the card at the beginning for the bottom of the deck. Leave the past behind here. Okay. Okay, so somebody, yeah, we just gonna be done with that, because what the hell. Okay, so oh my gosh, cardinal signs. Anything else for the cardinal sign, spirit? Oh goodness. Social status, like I said, this could have something to do with social media, a social circle, a group, and helping hand. Okay, yeah, so somebody was trying to use something for help, and they have been led by a false prophet, or they were led to believe something about, false hope or hopelessness or something of that nature going on here in this energy, okay? And again, somebody was expecting for y'all to help them. So they were doing this in a way of basically doing a soul cry, okay? So you may have the upper hand of something here. That's what this fast progress is, having the upper hand and really using the upper hand. So this is kind of like that saying when God uses his staff to strike, okay? Don't fucking play with me. Ooh, Lord. When God strikes his staff, okay? When God strikes his staff, okay, Cardinal Collective, Lord. We're gonna leave this, yeah, because that's a good one right there. Okay, I think we're done with this energy here, cardinal signs. Again, this energy was for the cardinal signs: Aries, Capricorn, Libra, and Cancer. Okay, this is your timeless energy forecast. Remember, this energy is influenced here by the partial solar eclipse in Virgo that is coming up here, okay, as well as the retrograding planets here. Love life is at the top of the deck, okay? Love and be loved, all right? Reflecting on the past, okay? Rising up, all right? Trusting your intuition, okay? Being proud of where you're at, where you've come from, what your work ethic has cultivated for you, okay? And doing the necessary steps to stay aligned, okay? I will see you guys next time, cardinal signs. Peace out.